Today I would like to talk with you about a special type of dance was since long time here in Egypt and not exist anymore, but we can find a lot of information about it inside the sources, just only sources. It was this type of dance. It belongs to the New Year, so we call it New Year dance. In this time long ago, the ancient Egyptians were waiting, or every group or every family live or stay inside their houses waiting for the big sailor when he go around, and they are waiting, or they were waiting for him until he come to the house, every house, and the man, he has to go outside and slaughtering around 7 piggies. It was like that. 7 piggies, exactly like this way. And number 7 was very important. By the way, odd numbers are very important and still important in the Egyptian society until now. So for this reason, they were slaughtering 7 piggies like this way, but they didn't eat the meat of the piggies, just only slaughtering piggies like this way. So this was exactly this time long ago. The most important food, or let me say meat, they eat in this time long ago, it was either between goats or ducks. We don't know anything about chicken in this time. The chicken became to be famous in the Egyptian society long ago, between the 18th and 19th family in this time. And the goats and ducks were the most important food in this time, I mean meat in this time long ago. Of course, after that, after they slaughtering the piggies, they went inside, or they go inside, then they start to drink, eat, and they celebrate the New Year. We don't know exactly what type of dance or what type of steps they do actually, but some people or some scientists say that it is type of dance, others said that it is type of religion steps, something like this. So I am with the second, because I know exactly that the Egyptian civilization built on religion. For this reason, all of these steps belongs to the religion. So we say that it is religion steps or religion performance. This was this time long ago. One last point I love to share with you too, that if any one of them, after slaughtering, if one drop of blood come to his body or to his dress, he has to run quickly to the Nile River and dive deep inside the Nile River for a while, then go outside once more again. Which it means exactly that the Nile River in this time, or the water of the Nile River in this time, was a holy water, and it will clean the body and the dress from this blood. Which it means exactly that the ancient Egyptians long ago, they didn't eat this type of animal, or they didn't use the meat of this type of animal for anything inside their foods. I love very much to know your opinion about it, and of course, if you have any new comments or any new ideas, or also any story about this point, please share it with us and we can discuss it all together. This was the phenomena since long time about this date, this time exactly, the New Year time. And of course, they has to slaughter these piggies before midnight. After midnight, no one do anything, just only celebrations, and they go drink beer. By the way, they love very much, or they will love very much to drink beer with their food in this time. In the morning, all of the families, they gathered in the streets and they celebrate once more again the New Year by just only say hello and Happy New Year for you and for us, and so on. So same as we doing this now, something like that, but without a big celebration, same as now or as today or something like this. Just only the Rome, when they were here in Egypt, they changed it a little bit and they started to do something else, which I think most of you heard about it, or you know about it. But it was like that with the Egyptians. I am talking about the Egyptians actually. So this was this celebration. Step by step, the Rome, they changed this celebration and started to take a little bit more same as European in this time, or as the other side of the sea, as you know, actually. So they started to do it, but the Egyptians were not like it, like what they doing. So it was two different ways of celebration in this time. The foreigners who live in Egypt and the Egyptians, like that. For the foreigners, they were eating the pigs and or the meats of the pigs, no problem in this, but for the Egyptians, no, never. And also, they never use any knife from their houses, but the knife must be with the seller, and they use it from the seller and they give it back again to the seller. It is like that, or it was like this way. We go throughout the history until Egypt became Coptic, or a lot of people changed it after that, changed their religion after that, and life changing, and was prohibited to do this type of way or religion in Egypt for a while, and change it like this way until again change it once more again with the Muslims when they came to Egypt. So they changed it again, the religion in Egypt. So they changed it and they stopped it. But they stopped it for the public. For the high privilege, and the society was completely different. They were celebrating the new year by their way, what you know about, which it is exactly, they were using exactly the jawari in their dancing, and jawari doing all of these wonderful types of dance, the types of dances what you know exactly. So that was like this way, but for the public was not same as we know it now, or we do it now. Again, or once more again, 200 years ago or 300 years, around 300 years ago, it started to be a celebration in the Egyptian street with the Egyptians, same as or closer to what we are doing. People gathered in one place, sit together, drinking, laughing, eating, and so on and so on. But outside their houses. But I mean the families, they go outside their houses and do something like that. Until we find, or we found a special phenomenon, which it is, or still exists in Alexandria. In this time, actually, I mean the New Year, exactly in the midnight, the families in Alexandria, they threw out what is old, what they have old in their houses, especially the plates. They threw it away in the midnight outside their houses, from the balconies or from the windows or whatever, something like that. For this reason, be careful if you are in Alexandria to go walk at midnight in the New Year in Alexandria, in the streets, because you will find yourself surrounded by a lot of plates. They will throw it outside. So be careful. This phenomenon is still until now in Alexandria, but in Cairo not, or in the other cities in Egypt not, just only in Alexandria. And I think this phenomenon is coming from Greek or Rome since long time. I forgot to tell you that in this time long ago, I mean with ancient Egyptians long ago, they were throughout everything old inside their houses, and they don't need to, or they don't use it anymore. So they were threw it also outside. So this phenomena go throughout the history until now in Egypt exactly, and still exists also in Alexandria, as I told you. In Cairo, as you know exactly, and I think that many of you found it or saw it in Cairo, watched it in Cairo. In Cairo, we are the same as in Europe. We do our celebration as the same, and of course, all the nightclubs in this time, and the hotels, waiting, of course, for the foreigners, the Egyptians, can be in and celebrating together. I'm sorry, I'm still catching cold, and I feel my voice not exactly clear. So since 1 week I'm like this way, I'm trying to, I had medicine, but I'm trying to be good, but it is not so easy as you see, or as you hear my voice. Anyway, this was Cairo also, and we celebrating our New Year in Cairo, same as Europe. We sit together as our families, or we go outside in one of the nightclubs or hotels, and we do our celebrations together. One of the most important points that we love very much in this date to dance, which is wonderful, of course. All of us going to dance, and most of us dancing or doing some oriental dancing and belly dancing too, which we love very much. Children or men or women, all of us dancing like this way, and if we have an oriental dancer, it will be wonderful, of course, for all of us. I still remember in the 80s when I was dancing with Hassan Afifi in his dance group, we were doing or performing our dances in many of the hotels in Pyramid Streets, and we were jumping or running quickly from one hotel to the other, and sometimes we using our cars to go over there. I still remember that one of these celebrations or these parties, suddenly we found that we were very late. For this reason, we went to the street by our costumes, and our costume this time was a Saidi costume. So Saidi with a long dress and the turban and of course the sticks. And we were scared if one of the police, the traffic police, can stop us or will stop us, and suddenly will say that or will think that we're going to fight someone, because we were looks like upper Egyptian coming from somewhere and we're going to fight someone else. It was like this way. But this is one of the nice or funny stories I still remember in this time long ago. This was exactly the celebrations long ago in Egypt until now, and of course in the 18th century, 19th century and 20th century it was like this way in nightclubs, or people dancing inside nightclubs with the oriental dancers or belly dancers, which it was the same until the nowadays. This is exactly, very quickly, this wonderful evening what all of us love very much, and of course I love to celebrate with my family, or we go together with our friends and we celebrating together. This is the main point I love to share with you, and of course I love very much to hear your opinion about, or just write me down if you have any comment or any question. Also, you can explain to me or to all of us the beautiful celebration you love to do or to be in your countries. And I will be waiting for you also for any comment or any question. Also, if this is first time you watch this video, or this is the first time watching the channel, please or make sure to hit the subscribe button below to receive my next videos. And I will be waiting for you in the next video here. Thank you very much and see you in my next video.